I think the commercialization is probably the most appalling thing about the Disney movies. Because some of the movies, even if I don't like the whole show, and very often I think the show is overproduced, at least it's interesting, and there's some things I'd like the children to learn from that movie. But I see no reason why I have to go to Toys R Us and buy T-shirts that have the movie advertised on it, and why they have to have a backpack that says Lion King. And it offends me that I'm doing Disney's advertising and paying for the privilege.
Disney and Disney products and movies is having a big influence on children's play. It's part of the whole move in media to market toys to children through movies, TV shows, video games. The problem with marketing to children and having toys that are highly realistic replicas of what children have seen on the screen is that in many ways it affects how they play.
Play is natural for children, comes natural. And through play, children get to know themselves, get to know the world around them. It's their chance to explore, to create their own means of exploring the world. They develop imagination, language, skills, social skills. If you tell the child how to play, you are depriving the child of what's maybe necessary for that child's development.
When children see a movie and then try to replicate the script, and they're toys that help them do that, a whole line of toys that are exact replicas of what they've seen on the screen, the message they're getting is, kids, when you play, you're supposed to play the movie, and here are toys to help you do it. And because children focus on the salient dramatic, the toy keeps them focused on that narrow plot. And when I hear a lot of my research has had been teachers describing play all over the world looking exactly the same. And it can stay the same and fixated and not evolve and change. When that happens, children learn the lessons they see in the media much more than they otherwise would when their play is just a replica of what they've seen on the screen.
As a teacher, I get to see the impact magnified. It is very clear when you go into a school and there's a movie about to be released, and slowly but surely all children start coming in with all the products that are advertising this movie.
The marketing to children is not just done through the ads that they see. It's also the program itself or the movie itself. The whole production is used as a way to sell products, and where it reached a new peak in a movie like Hercules. There are urns with the Hercules symbol and mugs and sneakers, and it's a total anachronism in that it doesn't really relate to the times of Hercules at all, but it's showing children shopping and getting all the products and all the excitement of the products. So it kind of makes this kind of seamless marketing between the show and the ad totally undistinguishable for children.
It's extremely powerful. And no, you cannot escape it as a parent. I think that you would have to, I can't imagine. You lock your child in a house and not let them go out. It's impossible. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
You can't get away anywhere you go from the products that are being sold. And they overlap. So that if Disney produces a bad film, it doesn't have to worry. Because you see, it owns a television station, or it owns a television network in which you can run that film over and over again to massive audiences, right? Or it can use its retailers to, in fact, transform it into a video and sell it in its video stores. Or it can market it abroad. Or it can create a whole new toy line. Or if we miss the point, it can begin to advertise it over and over in its newspapers, in its magazines, in its journals, so that eventually it will seem as if that really is such a wonderful product. How could it be in so many places? How could you miss it? I mean, so it seems to me it has the power to place that product. It has the power to turn every element of communication and information into an advertisement.
Now, coverage you can count on. This is News Center 5.
Despite below freezing temperatures, onlookers stood 4 deep for the 74th annual parade. The big news was the return of Mickey Mouse after an 18-year absence.
But this is also linked to a much bigger issue. And that bigger issue is, what kind of society do we want to live in? Do we want to live in a society where 7 global corporations control our culture? At the moment, the only people at the table are the holders of corporate power. That's not a democracy.
We have no obligation to make history. We have no obligation to make art. We have no obligation to make a statement. To make money is our only objective.
Are they teachers or are they entertainers? If they have so much power, I think it's time for them to feel some responsibility. To educate children about the world they really live in. I really believe that as an entertainer, you have a responsibility to be a teacher as well, because you have someone's attention.